What's happening, everybody? Want to do another quick whiteboard. Everybody's digging the whiteboards, but I want to do a breakdown real quick of Kava Labs for everybody, so let's check it out. All right, so I'm trying to do a condensed version of this for everybody. So, Kava Labs, here it is. All right, so imagine a circle with a circle. In this is XRP. Anybody who participates in collateralizing a loan in Kava Labs has to pony up XRP. For those who want to participate in the governance network of XRP or of Kava Labs, they have to get Kava tokens and participate in the network. Here's the way this works. So, people who are going to participate in the governance network are going to have Kava tokens. Okay? Kava tokens. The Kava tokens are actually what they use to buy and sell to be able to control the soft peg to the USD. And the USD is the stable coin that you're issued off of the loan of XRP. And that's called the USDX, which is a placeholder name. So, when you pony up XRP, you're issued a stable coin, which is called USDX, which happens to be a placeholder name. Okay? So let's stay with that for a second. Now, the people who participate in the governance network that hold Kava tokens, right? And the Kava tokens are used to buy or sell off the market to adjust the float and keep it pegged to the US dollar, right? Soft pegged to the US dollar, okay? So the tokens are used to adjust that float so it stays, the stable coin stays exactly pegged to the dollar. Okay? Now, what I've always talked about with Mickey B or Lee from SPQR Media or Kurt from Love for Crypto, what we've all talked about when we did the collaborative effort here on this stuff is the notion that once it gets up and going, if it has enough liquidity injected into it or enough XRP collateralized off of it by doing something like this. So if this is the way the model works, then imagine for a second that you have the IMF, right? The Fed, right? Bank of England, right? BIS, and, the ECB, and many other central banks around the world, right? It's not, it could be as many as they need to have in the system. So if you imagine, for an instance, that all these central banks, just as a theory, this is how the platform works. But imagine a theory of, or if it's not all the central banks of the world, imagine this, okay? Imagine BRICS, right? Which is Brazil, right? Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Imagine them doing this and joining the governance network and then collateralizing XRP to be issued a stable coin. Now, that stable coin would be the USDX, right? In that particular theory or speculative scenario, right? But what would the placeholder name turn into if it was BRICS that used this platform to work around SWIFT? Imagine that. Imagine if the 5-nation coalition BRICS were to use a platform like Kava to be the workaround of SWIFT. They would all collateralize XRP. They would be issued a stable coin, to make products, make loans, to buy things, to do things with, right? They'd all would be Kava token holders. They would adjust the soft peg, but that is pegged to the USD. So the theory of whether BRICS would use this platform or not is not as strong if it's going to be soft pegged to the dollar, because they may or may not be fans of that because they're trying to get away from the dollar to begin with, right? So maybe that scenario with BRICS doesn't happen, but it's certainly something you want to think about and consider, right? So now let's go back to just where we're at here and look at the central bank scenario. They can immediately come in and inject liquidity into this platform, couldn't they? They could all decide to pony up a certain amount of XRP. They all get issued a stable coin, which is called the USDX placeholder name. Maybe it ends up being the Fed coin. Uh-oh. Maybe. Maybe not. But the reality is that if you get a system in place like this with all the central banks participating, what you really have in this whole entire scenario is this. A new global financial system. They could adjust interest rates for synthetic assets on top of this whole entire platform. They could adjust interest rates globally off of this for the world and all the participants in it. I'm not sure exactly what the intention of Kava Labs really is, but I know one thing. The promise of the platform and what it's actually designed to do could absolutely scale to house this kind of a theory right here. So I just want to do a quick condensed version of this. I think it is a good idea that we revisit this stuff because Kava is live now. And I am going to be reaching out, and I've been talking with Brian Kerr from Kava Labs, and we do intend to get him on the show depending on the holidays and how things are happening. So stay tuned for that as well. But this is just a little quick video I was asked to make. I just wanted to do it, put it together real quick for you guys. Leave some comments below. Hit the like and subscribe. Let's hit that 12K before the end of this month. Help me get there. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you soon.